Now, I mentioned this on the show yesterday, and this is one of the things I've most been looking forward to doing on the show. Talking to this gentleman over here, a boxer from Leamington. He's on the quest to help people get fit and lose weight. Nothing unusual there, you might think, but for Michael Jephcott, he shed more than half his own body weight to become Midland champion, and so definitely wants to inspire others too. And he joins me on BBC Coventry Warwickshire. Michael, how you doing?
I'm alright, how are you?
Oh, mate, listen, I've got to say, before we start having a good old natter, I'm looking at you now, and I can't believe you were ever 18 odd stone.
Yeah, I was a big lad.
That is incredible. That is incredible. Before we carry on talking anyway, I've got to ask you, because you've got two cats, haven't you? We've just been having a natter.
Yeah.
What do you think about having a room just for the cat?
Yeah, I think it's alright. Yeah, if you've got a spare room, why not?
Yeah, exactly. You could come again, Michael Jephcott.
Yeah.
You could come again.
Brothers stick together, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah. Now, let's talk about you then. Do you remember the moment that you knew that you had to lose weight?
Yeah, I think I got to about an age 16, 17 when all my mates are going out doing stuff, and I thought, some things I couldn't do, more confidence-wise as well.
Yeah.
I'd say, it was just, I couldn't really, I didn't have the confidence built up in me to do things with all the other lads, go town, things like that. And then, I knew I needed to do something about it.
And when did you? And what age were you when you lost all of this weight, or when you needed to lose the weight?
I was about 17, 18.
Yeah.
That's when I started the gym.
So how old are you now?
I'm 25 now.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So, so I was 17 around about, and I thought, better start the gym and start losing the weight.
And what did you have to do to lose that amount of weight? Because honestly, we said earlier, that's half your body weight, isn't it? That's not just like not toning up. That's not losing your pound or so. That's becoming half of the man you used to be. Love.
That's it. Well, basically, you got to stick to it. That's the main thing. Obviously, I started at the gym. It was hard. I learned from my own mistakes. With not very good diets. I went on diets where people think they don't eat anything and they lose the weight, but it doesn't work like that. You got to eat. My experience, you've got to eat 6 times a day, healthy stuff, speed the metabolism up, and then just stick to the exercise. 80% of it is your diet. You can exercise as much as you want, but if you're going home eating pizza, it's not going to work. Always have a treat day. Everyone can have one of them. So I have one of them now and again.
But how long did it take you to, you've just alluded to it, how long did it take you to lose all of that weight?
All the weight, I'd say I'd say when I started the gym, that was just a normal gym. It took me a good 2 years to probably lose about 3 to 4 stone, and then I got the confidence to build up, and I went into a boxing gym. Started quite late in the game, started at 19, and I was still really heavy for my height. As you know, boxers are usually very athletically fit. And then the rest come off in about another year or 2, and then from now I think I've got my weight and just toning, getting stronger. I've come up a slight bit of weight this year, just to put muscle on and focus on, instead of boxing now, I'm focused on more of my classes and teaching and trying to inspire other people.
Well, we'll have to get a picture of you, because honestly, even now, I can't believe you were 18 stone. And how does that make you feel as a person now? So obviously, you look better.
Yeah.
I think most people would agree with that. But how do you feel personally now you've lost all of that weight?
Yeah, massive difference. Like, if I look back from where I was when I was younger, I was a panicky person. Now I'm quite I wouldn't be sitting here doing this for you. So I'm quite more of a confident person. It does. If there's a thing, if you feel good, then you will perform good and things like that. So and it's also, everything's it's got to do with what you're eating, what you're exercising, and you lose the weight, and you feel good. It's good to get compliments, keeps you going, I suppose.
And what about your friends and your family? What do they think about the new you?
Yeah, a lot of them, I think, well, hopefully, they're probably just, my family are like, oh, here we go, Mr. Big Head again. But I think they're
proud of it, mate.
Yeah, seriously. I think they're definitely proud of it. They like to have a banter with me, but they love it, really. They said, my brother said if he sees me on this morning show, the Mr. Motivator, he goes, you're never watching TV again.
Yeah, wait, listen, that's the next thing for you to do, isn't it? Get your own TV show. And have you bumped into anybody who knew you when you were 18 stone and they've thought, and they've gone, not recognised you?
Yeah, walked straight past me. I've had people look at me and think, I really recognise you, but from school, they recognise me, don't know actually who I am, and I say who I am, nah, that's not you. I was like, yeah, it is, yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's not even just... that's dramatic weight loss, isn't it? It's not even just a tiny bit. And what advice would you give then? So say if we've got anybody listening right now who's thinking about losing a few pounds, what advice would you give them? It doesn't have to be anything as drastic as 9 stone, but, you know, it's worked for you and you know, it's worked a treat and you put a lot of work into it. What would you say to them?
I'd say it's basically what I say to the same people I teach in my classes. You got to start somewhere. So people go to gyms and they feel conscious because they're big, but you're there for a reason. This is why you're there, really, to get fit and basically just make a start. Any little difference, and then when that weight comes off, eventually you make another start, and it will just keep getting better and better and better. And when you lose more, you get more fitter, and then your goals go higher and higher. It's mainly start, and then your diet, 80% is definitely your diet.
Yeah,
I'd say 100%. What you put into you, if you put diesel in a petrol, it's not going to work properly.
Yeah, good point, yeah.
You know, if you put the right fuel in it, it works.
And it's about realistic goals. You just touched on that as well, isn't it? It's about setting realistic goals. For example, you didn't say, right, I'm losing 9 stone in a year, did you?
No, definitely not. You set one goal. I think when I was obviously really a big lad, I remember just skipping in the living room, and I thought, it's how I first started. I do 100 skips with a skipping rope. And then it went from the next day 200, and then eventually I thought, I'll go for a run outside around the corner. And then it went from, when you get better at that, the next corner. So yeah, you set little goals, and then when you hit that goal, set another one. It's something to keep you going. And
well, look, I've got to tell you, mate, and I mean this with all sincerity, you're a really inspirational guy, honestly, and a lot of people would be really inspired by this conversation. So plans for the future then? So you've taken a year out of the boxing, haven't you?
Yeah, take a few years out now. For instead of getting punched in the head. Looks like you want to go over there as well.
Yeah, I was just giving Sally a few boxing things there. Don't worry, mate, that wasn't aimed at you. Don't come over. Right, stay where you are, please.
But your job seems better. You look like you're living the dream there, so...
Well, actually, a lot of people say that at the moment.
You don't get hit in the head. It's good.
It's true, mate.
It's good. It's a brilliant sport. Discipline's really good. But yeah, now it's more, more into my fitness now. Really trying to inspire people. Get them into the same sort of thing. Like the classes at the moment, we've had people lose 3, 4, 5 stone now.
Wow, that's good.
I've been doing it for about a year. Really popular, really good. And that's where I sort of see myself going, is teaching. Teaching now. I'm trying to. My experience to them.
Well, look, as I've mentioned it, and I really mean it. You're an inspirational guy. I wish you every success in the future, and we need to get a picture of you up on Facebook to show what can actually be done. Listen, thanks for popping in to see us.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Now, I mentioned this on the show yesterday, and this is one of the things I've most